They wasn't ready for the shift, the change, Ju-Quetta's chains. The awakening is here. No apologies from Ju-Quetta. Used to dim my light, played it safe and low. Walked in shadows, didn't let the real Ju-Quetta show. But something shifted deep inside the core. Felt that energy rising and couldn't hide it anymore. This ain't the same girl you thought you knew before. The lost the upgrade, baby, Ju-Quetta kicked down her own door. Skin glowing different, walk out a new sway. Every curve, every line, Ju-Quetta's designed to make you pray. Feel the temperature rising when Ju-Quetta steps in the room. Yeah, that's the aura breaking through the gloom. Used to ask permission, now I just take. This power Ju-Quetta's wielding ain't no mistake. Got that look in my eyes, yeah, the one you crave. This ain't just confidence, baby, it's how Ju-Quetta behaves. Ju-Quetta awakening, yeah, that's the name. Unapologetic fire, Ju-Quetta's burning up the whole damn game. Sexy, sexual, cocky, baby, that's the baseline for Ju-Quetta. Taste this power, feel the pleasure, yeah, it's all mine. No permission needed, Ju-Quetta sets her own damn tone. The awakening is here, bow down to Ju-Quetta's throne. Where the sight battle rap cadence. Heard the whisper, saw the side eyes and the doubt. While they were sleeping, Ju-Quetta was building, figured it all out. This ain't luck, this ain't chance, this is Ju-Quetta's pure design. Every move calculated, it making sure the victory's mine. You're stuck on yesterday, Ju-Quetta's living like years ahead. Every touch, every kiss, leaves your mind misled. Think you can handle this? Boy, you better think twice. This energy Ju-Quetta carries comes at a high price. Yeah, I see you watching, mesmerized by the view. But this level Ju-Quetta's on, it wasn't built for you. Feel the atmosphere crackle when Ju-Quetta glides on through. Yeah, that's the essence, potent, fresh and new. Used to seek approval, now Ju-Quetta validates herself. Put the old limitations way back on the shelf. Got that smirk on my lips, yeah, the one you desire. This ain't just heat, baby, this Ju-Quetta's cosmic fire. Ju-Quetta awakening, yeah, that's the name. Unapologetic fire, Ju-Quetta's burning up the whole damn game. Sexy, sexual, cocky, baby, that's the baseline for Ju-Quetta. Taste this power, feel the pleasure, yeah, it's all mine. No permission needed, Ju-Quetta sets her own damn tone. The great awakening, yeah, that's the name.
Comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. When can it go on? Pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making.
just lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children.
We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all.
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
Well, let's realize, oh, that a change can only come
When we
Stand together as one. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own life. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. All right, let me hear you. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. Let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. Come on now, let me hear you.
we are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
We are the children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Yeah, yeah. We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
The children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. Yeah, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. Yes, sir. We are the ones that make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. That guy. All right, did you hear what I said? There's a choice we're making.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Salute, salute, salute. Salute my people. Come on in this Sunday morning. As I should say, afternoon. Grand rising. Good morning. However you choose to formulate it. Come on in. Come on in. Make sure you smash that like button and please share this live. Let's get me back in the algorithm. It's been a minute. But let's go, my people. Come on in. Come on in. Who we got out here? What's going on? What's going on, Tammy? Jaya, Barbie, my Barbie. What's up, bro? Kane. Come on in, y'all. Smash that like button. Please, please share me out. Share me out. Got to get back in the algorithm. We got to get it going. Michelle, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Hey, Jackie. Tribe Levi, what's going on? Come on in here, y'all. Tell me if y'all can hear me. Let me see. Is my mic good, y'all? Mic check, mic check. Is my mic good? Okay, y'all. Let's just go ahead and dive on in. I ain't gonna say we here for a good time because this is not a good time, but it's not for a long time. But this is not a good time because enough is enough. It's too much of this craziness going on in this world. People don't realize how much of a blessing it is to be able to be a parent. Some of us would like to be parents and can't, didn't have a chance to have that blessing. But then you have those who had that opportunity and they take it lightly. They destroy their loved ones. They destroy something that God gave them. They destroy it. Now we're gonna do a short recap of this lady named Morgan Thornton. She was a married woman who had an 8-month-old baby by her husband, and apparently he was about to divorce her. And now I've heard of cases where children are treated a certain kind of way when the parents split. Maybe because the child looked too much like the father, and it bring back memories, and it make the other parent be kind of vindictive toward that child because they remind them so much of who they split with. Or in this case, is it that, or is, as she's trying to say, she was intoxicated? She's saying she was intoxicated and she had a blackout. You be the judge. And after we watch this little short film, y'all please make sure y'all hit that poll, participate, and hit that poll and tell me what you guys think should happen with Morgan. Okay? Let's go.
She appeared to be a loving mom to an infant boy who had just entered the world. But authorities in Alabama say that couldn't be further from the truth because she is accused of killing that baby boy.
Call the state drive. Call the state drive. I'm an 8-month-old. Possible full arrest now. Confirmed full arrest at the time.
10-4, got picture on in progress. EMS is on scene as well.
Those are the shocking moments heard on dispatch in Alabama as they responded to a house for a child who, quote, showed no signs of life. The allegations in this story are shocking, but the mom who is accused in this story, she's answering to them on camera. I'll tell you what she just said as she made her way into court. This video per WAFF. We're on.
Y'all are not going to believe what the mother said. Please just listen in. Please, please, please. This is crazy. This is insane.
On the case presented by Law and Crime, I'm Chris Stewart. These are the kind of stories that are really difficult to comprehend, and they're also really painful to listen to, but they're important. And that's why we cover them here on the case on Law and Crime. They're important because they happen all too often. And today we're talking about an alleged child abuse case out of Alabama that ended the life of a little boy. Let's get into it. Here's the victim in this story. His name is Jonah. He was a twin. He was just an infant. He was believed to be 8 months old, and he lost his life. And this is who police say he lost his life to, allegedly his own mother. a woman who appeared to be the kind of loving mom that we would all want for a newborn in this world. But then comes August 1st of this year. So not long ago, we're talking about something that happened just on Friday last week. In the early hours of the morning, just after midnight, deputies responded to Morgan Sky Thornton's house in Athens, Alabama. It's not far from Huntsville. And here are those terrifying moments that you never want to hear on police dispatch of what EMS has to respond to. This is per WZDX TV.
Call the state drive. Call the state drive. I have an 8-month-old. Possible full arrest now. Confirmed full arrest at the time.
10-4, you're got CPR in progress. EMS is on scene as well.
Inside the home, the Limestone County Sheriff's Office says they found the baby with, quote, no signs of life. And they say that young 8-month-old Jonah was the victim of a, quote, brutal assault, allegedly by his own mom. Law enforcement said it didn't take long to figure out that they would be charging Morgan Thornton, the mom, in this case. Now, even though Jonah showed no signs of life, their words, when deputies arrived, they rushed him to the hospital because they were able to get that child a pulse. Now, while he was fighting for his life, deputies took a blood sample from Thornton and they say she seemed drunk. It appears this mom does have a history of alleged alcohol abuse. Just last month, Thornton pleaded guilty to assault in the 2nd degree. And according to WAFF, that was related to her kicking a police officer in the, quote, crotch area. Now, the same day that happened, she had been arrested for driving under the influence, putting her child at serious risk of.
Well, so apparently she's clearly abusive when she's intoxicated. If she's already trying to fight a cop. Okay? So an innocent 8-month-old baby don't even stand a chance. Because when you become a mother, it is your responsibility to be alert and make sure you're not in a state to where you can't function to take care of your child. Make that make sense. How do you have a child that's not even walking and you allow yourself to get so intoxicated, as you say, to you black out and don't realize what you do to this child or did to this child? That is not an excuse to me. That is not an excuse. Probably why baby daddy don't want her. You know, I'm kind of leaning that way. Ain't there much alcohol in the world? Mm-mm. No much, not at all. Responsibility. Responsibility. You're supposed to be responsible when you have a child that small. And if you got a history of blacking out or being abusive when you drink, you know when it comes down to your responsibility, you have to separate that. Use alcohol as an excuse. That's just who she is. You know what, Jackie? I'm with you. I am with you on that one. For real, for real. For real, for real. Damn sure don't drink and drive. Oh, my baby in the car. Right. That's enough right there beforehand. That's too much by itself. Drinking and driving, and you got your infant in the car. Where's your responsibility as a parent? See, so many people like this just have children after children after children, and they're the ones who don't even need them. That makes me so freaking angry. If you don't want the child, give them up. Give them to a loving family that will raise your child. Alcohol, I would not allow alcohol to be the excuse for this right here. At all. At all. Let's go, y'all. I'm getting angry about a minute.
Injury. It is unclear which child was the one involved in that case. She also was charged with domestic violence and disorderly conduct for allegedly hitting a man in the head. But in the case we're talking about today, When Jonah was rushed to the hospital with that pulse, deputies say Thornton was charged with aggravated child abuse. But then this story gets even sadder, because that is when young Jonah passed away not long after he got to the hospital fighting for a chance at life. The charges against his mom, now that her son was dead, they have been upgraded, and she is now facing capital murder, which means that the death penalty could come into play in this case if she's found guilty. But Thornton...
Whoa, here we go. Here we go. Accident or premeditation. Alcoholism cannot be ruled as an accident because you're supposed to be a responsible parent. No excuse at all.
Is denying that she had anything to do with the death of her son. Thornton spoke to a reporter with WAFF-TV about what she's accused of. She was being led into the courthouse to make her initial court appearance. She's in a jail jumpsuit. She's got cuffs on. But here is what she said while she was walking to the courthouse ahead of that appearance. Listen.
I put my son to bed. I swaddled him and put him to bed at 7 o'clock. And then...
Do you remember anything after that?
In court, Thornton also told the judge that she didn't understand when she was told what she was facing charges for allegedly killing Jonah per WAFF. But
so she just remember laying the baby down now for the night, and that's all she remember. Yeah, okay.
This woman, who identifies herself as the aunt of Jonah's father, had this to say on Facebook, quote, "Beautiful, sweet baby boy whose precious life was taken by the hands of his own mother, Morgan Thornton. Evil, sick, twisted witch. I want her court ordered to drop our family name upon their divorce."
Whoa. Somebody was getting a divorce. Somebody was angry. Premeditated. Somebody was angry. Already headed to divorce court, as it appeared. And apparently the family already didn't like her.
And then she goes further, firing back at what you just heard in this news clip. She writes, quote, "She lied on that video. She said she put Jonah to bed at 7 and she didn't remember anything after that. She went in there and woke my nephew up and told him to, quote, come look at what she did to this demon."
Ooh, what? Hold up. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. She said she lied on that video. She said she put Jonah to bed at 7, I'm guessing p.m., and she did not remember anything after that. She went in there and woke up my nephew. So is the nephew the father, or does she have another son? Okay. I'm not sure about that yet, y'all. And told him to come look at what she did to this demon. Is she calling that baby a demon? Wait a minute. What? She also said she tried to give him CPR. What? And she did not, my nephew did. So she didn't give CPR. Whoever the nephew was gave CPR. No amount of alcohol could cause you to hallucinate to this degree. Absolutely. No amount of alcohol. My opinion as well. She was either on something that the nephew didn't know about, or she was just ate up with evil, or a combination. So what do we have here? Who is this demon? And what is she talking about she did to this demon? Is she calling her baby, her 8-month-old son, a demon? Jackie, this don't make no sense. Yes, Tammy. Yes. So look, money. She attacked that baby because she knew she couldn't do that to her husband. Yeah. Jackie, you own it? Huh? Huh? What? A helpless, defenseless child. So she really, my thoughts are, she really feel like the father is a demon, and what the baby is the reflection of the dad. Is that what that is? The baby is the reflection of the father. So you're angry with the father who's about to divorce you. So you don't want no part of him, which is your seed, and you go on a drunken stupor and call yourself blacking out. Now, if you black out, you're not supposed to remember anything. Now, how are you gonna go tell the nephew what you did if you were blacked out? Right, squad in the building. What's up, Shaq? Check me out. Not easy. Y'all, we got to make this make some sense. We're gonna finish this video and y'all make sure y'all hit this poll because this is crazy. Crazy. Look, everybody coming on in, please make sure y'all smash that like button and share this live. The children are our future and they keep getting taken out. Where do the future lies if y'all taking all the babies away? If a child is not safe with their own mother, who are they safe with? We got strangers doing all kind of stuff and taking out people, but your own mama, this baby grew in your stomach for 9 months. How could you? That's a sad reality that happens to children. They are a reminder of the father and take the brunt of the anger. And Drea, that happens in real life. Money, you're right. It looked like y'all were looking at the real demon on the street. And she needs to go down. Look to Rock Squad in the building. My riders, come on in, take a seat, y'all. Whew, it's kind of thick over here this Sunday afternoon. Right, Jackie. Jackie. Rare, what's up? No, her anger is a reflection of a jealousy and low self-esteem within herself because of the man no longer wants her. Exactly. That these ladies like this need mood rings and a prayer cloth. Sick of it. I am too. I am so sick of this. I am so sick of this. And it touched me personally because all I ever wanted to do was to be a mother. And I wasn't blessed to be able to do it. It ain't because I didn't try. It just wasn't in the will of the Lord for me. But I've loved on children all my life. I just never birthed one. And you mean to tell me you could actually birth a child that you carried for 9 months and do something like this to your own seed and then call him a devil? No, no, let me get it right. A demon. Let's go.
She also said that she tried to give him CPR and she did not. My nephew did. No amount of alcohol could cause you to hallucinate to that degree, my opinion. She was either on something my nephew didn't know about or just ate up with evil, or the combo. Now, this is the last post that Thornton had on her Facebook page. It is from the day before she allegedly killed her own son in her home. It appears that she and her family were in Nashville for a trip and about to fly back home, and there are several pics with the caption, quote, finding a way to cool off at the Nashville airport. What her fate will be because of what happened over the next several hours since that post is now in the hands of the legal system, as she is now facing that count of capital murder. Hey, before
Should she? Should this mother get the death penalty? Should she? Or is because she was on a drunken stupor, they give her a slap on the wrist and it's ruled as an accident because she was intoxicated and she blacked out. Now I've never allowed myself to get that intoxicated to where I black out. But if you actually black out, how would you be able to go in another room and tell someone what you just did? Impossible. Impossible. And the sad thing is that we cannot choose our parents, they choose us. Religion, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? The demon is the one who made the precious baby. Yep. Yep. Them be the ones. Them be the ones blessed to be able to have them that don't need them. Oh, that makes me angry. Ugh. Them be the ones. My grandmama hates me because I look like my dad. You know, is that is a it's a real thing. It is a real thing. We can't control why people have that in them, that they have that much anger for someone else because you remind them of that person. They become envious of you and mean to you. My mom, R.I.P. Bless you in heaven. She constantly said to me, especially whenever I did something I had no business doing, you acting like that poor Larry. And because I talk fast, just like my dad did, you sounding like that poor Larry. Sit your poor Larry talking ass down somewhere. Yeah. And she couldn't stand my dad. But she never laid hands on me because I put her in the mind of my dad. But she constantly reminded me throughout my my life that I sound like him and I act like him. And we all knew she couldn't stand him. So that is a thing. That is indeed a thing. Her face just don't look like she's sorry to me either, Jackie. Salute, salute. Make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all just coming in and share me out. I'll get back in this algorithm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, T lady. Capricorn, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. She going down for this. I'm gonna show just a little bit more of this video so y'all can hear what she said in front of the cameras. But y'all can start hitting that poll too. Because we already know the answer. We already know what she deserved for this. Believe it or not, most people are born devil. Hey, ain't that right, Shank? Ain't that right? Born evil. Born evil. So let's see what she said to the cameras, y'all.
Here, you could have some level of alcohol or mental illness going to that 0.5% of insanity, cases that we see. I don't really see that here, but criminal defendants have to say something, right? And what you can tell from Miss Thornton is she has a very recent but long time history of DUIs. I think there was one in which a child was in the car because they also referenced child endangerment, assaults, public intoxication. So, when you have somebody that for all intents and purposes appears to have alcoholism or drug addiction or that sort of thing, I don't think you have to jump to the conclusion that they're lying when they say they don't remember, because I doubt she remembers a lot of her life. But when you commit to raise a child, you can't live that life, or you're responsible for all the bad that comes from it.
And
That part. Exactly what he just said. You have a responsibility when you're a parent. There's no excuse for it. None.
in of those recent incidents that she had, reportedly one of them was she kicked a police officer in the quote crotch area, and that's I'm sure in Alabama, as much as anywhere, that's not looked kindly upon by the state and by prosecutors for sure. This is a capital murder case. What is the bar in Alabama for a case to be considered capital murder?
Yeah, this one kind of surprised me as a capital murder, but prosecutors are aggressive in Alabama and kind of charge top down. But most people think of capital murder as premeditated. You thought about killing somebody, you enacted a plan, or something that was a part of another crime, a rape that resulted in murder. That level of thing. Here, it's not one that you would immediately suspect is capital murder or first degree murder. It almost, just on the surface facts, looks like a second or manslaughter case because you had a drunk parent who overswaddled or whatever. But we don't know what we don't know yet either. I suspect there's, going to be forensic photography and opinions that show that there was a lot more that happened to her son Jonah. Election or manipulation or denial comes with the disease of alcoholism. It's protecting the person, and so it's just an awful state.
Yeah, because I think in this case, I mean, if you have doctors, I feel like we see a lot of cases where like the medical examiner knows way more than a defendant thinks the medical examiner knows. And so here she is on a perp walk being like, I just put the baby to bed. And it's like, this wasn't just clearly they can see something happen, to use the phrase severely beaten. The alcoholism part of it, I think too, is interesting, because if they have the forensic evidence to convict Morgan Thornton, and if you're a defense attorney trying to defend this case, and for so many people, and it's true, it impacts everybody's, so many families, it's impacted my family, where you can say like someone has a issue and it's alcoholism, but then at the same time, like in this case, I think it'd be hard for a jury to see that as an excuse, even if she doesn't remember anything that happened. But I mean, what is the defense's strategy here if this actually gets to trial?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got to try to pursue, either destruction of mens rea or motive, or some level of serial alcoholism to not necessarily get away with it, but to reduce the sentence, to try to make this a non-capital crime or reach a plea offer. But, assuming, and I don't really think it's a wild assumption, but assuming that prosecutors are going to be able to show, numerous bruises, tears in the skin, tears in the structures of the body, broken bones, some level of trauma to this child coinciding with that night or leading up to, that night. This is almost unavoidable.
How common is it that you see prosecutors in Alabama, they go with the capital murder charge, just potentially to make sure that she doesn't get out on bond, and then you see it brought to a first degree or a second degree murder?
It happens. You always want to start with the highest, even in negotiations and plea bargains, if you can start high and kind of range in the middle, you want that gap to be as much as possible. But here, I think they're gonna try to pin the capital murder, the first degree kind of elements on abuse, because it's not like she has to spend, an overnight planning how she's going to kill her child. Once you start inflicting wounds, by the time you've inflicted a fatal wound is enough time to premeditate, and have plus the felony murder rule as well, of child abuse and significant child abuse. Either way, they've got that first degree range and potentially capital range. It's just, you don't hear about, I think they what was it that they called the chair in Alabama, the yellow hammer or something. And you don't hear about many women facing the death penalty and getting the death penalty. It's just kind of how it works. But,
she don't deserve no mercy because she's a woman. I'm sorry. No pity for what's for her sex. Nope, none at all. Nope. She need to go down. She need to go down. Because if she can remember enough to call that child a demon, call this child evil, you remember what you did. You didn't have a fly swatter that was killing the fly. You laid your child down in the bed and beat that child to death. His last gasp for them trying to do CPR on this child before his demise. Male or female, there's no excuse for it. None at all. In my opinion, she needs to go down for it. She have a history of abusing alcohol. She is responsible as a parent. She's supposed to be responsible as a parent to not allow herself to get in a state to where she could possibly black out. That's an excuse. That's not going to wash. With her husband about to leave her, and I'm quite sure the child looked a lot like the father, she was angry inside. She was angry and probably was drinking, and she used that anger and her drinking and the hatred that she had towards her soon-to-be ex-husband, and made this became premeditated. To me, what y'all think? This was premeditated. Maybe she was trying to hurt the dad because he didn't want her no more. And you got you some liquid courage. If you drunk their poison to give you the liquid courage to do what you did to that baby, and somebody's supposed to have pity for you? Not. Uh-huh. That's right, Tammy. Ching ching. No excuse for it. No excuse for it. You call your 8-month-old son a demon. But to take it out on the child instead of who upset you upset with, right? Right. So I'm not sure if that nephew, the lady that was speaking that did that post, whether the nephew was the actual husband. Because I think that if that was the actual husband, she would have said she went and told her husband. But she said she went and told the nephew. So maybe they had already separated and he wasn't in the household for her to take out her anger on him. So she got the next best thing, which was his seed. See, she got a history of being aggressive. Find the cops. She got a history of DUI. Used to being in a stupor. They said warning always come before destruction. I don't feel sorry for her. I do not feel sorry for her when they give her the death penalty at all. With all coming in, make sure y'all hit that like button and share the live. Link pin panel open. Tell me what you think about it. Anybody can come up. We can have this discussion. If y'all seen that poll down there, is the poll down there? Please hit that poll. Accidental murder. Accident or murder. You cannot use being intoxicated for an excuse. Way too common, right, Drea? Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
Man,
Can you
it's
hear me?
crazy work. Yeah, you good, you good, you good.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I mean, the thing is you see this so often. Like you see this type of situation. Like the mom and the dad, they don't get along, and the mom gets custody of the kids while the dad's forced to pay child support and get visitations under the 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 availability of when the mom wants him to have it. And then at the same time, the children are the ones that suffer in that aspect because maybe they want to spend more time with their dad. Maybe they want to live with their dad, but they're not old enough to say so. Then you have an angry mom that dad might have a new girlfriend. That mom and dad might not have got along, but the child resembles the dad, so the child gets the brunt of what the mom can't give to the dad.
Yep.
And it happens so often. It happens, and then it's like, well, if you don't do this, you don't do that, you're not going to see your kid. Hold up. You're not punishing that man, but you are, but you're really punishing your children. Because I'm a firm believer, every child needs both parents. It came from both parents and need both parents, period.
Absolutely.
So to
Absolutely.
me, that's a sense of abuse in itself when you use that child as a pawn to get back at your spouse, whether it's a male or female. I'm not going to let you see your kid type stuff. That's abuse.
Absolutely.
Because now you're messing with that child that has nothing to do with y'all's disagreements. That child didn't ask for y'all to lay down together. That child didn't ask for none of that. So why are they paying the price for what y'all can't get together as adults? That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
Things like that create mental health issues. Things like that
Sure
create
do.
these monsters that we deal with. Things like just like that create all this stuff we deal with today.
That part.
But
That
nobody
part.
wants to take accountability for it. Nobody wants to say, it was me, I did it, I caused that problem. They always want to play the victim. I don't know why. I don't know why little Tommy's crazy. I don't know why little Tommy's a serial unaliver. I don't know why. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know exactly why. Tommy's a predator. You know why. Stop playing.
Absolutely.
I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm sick of it because you always want to point the finger in the opposite direction rather than look at the mirror and say, I did this, and own your shit. Own it.
Own it.
You did this. Now do what you can to fix it instead of saying, well, I'm just going to sweep it under the rug and act like it don't exist. No, you created that monster. You created that so-called demon. You see what I'm saying? Like an 8-month-old baby can't be a demon. A demon happens after they've gone through years and years and years of abuse, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? That's how demons are created. It's not from being 8 months old and sucking on a passy and just needing love from their parents. That's not how demons are created. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly right.
You raise kids the same way you raise a dog. If you want to raise a dog to be a vicious dog, you raise that dog to be vicious. Same with kids. You want your child to be unruly and no longer a pillar of the community, you raise them to be that way. You teach them to be that way. You show them everything that's bad in this world and you adopt that to that child. And that's exactly what they're going to be. You can't blame nobody but yourself for that. Just like you can't blame nobody for that vicious dog you have. You can't. Take accountability, people. Own it. Be proud of it because you created it. Own it. Because there ain't no child that God put on this earth from conception to birth that's a demon. It's taught. Hatred is taught. It's all taught.
Exactly.
And if not, it's a chemical imbalance that should be fixed at birth. As soon as you recognize it, that's when they should see doctors. That's when they should be getting analyzed and brought into therapy. Not just let it go and be like, oh, they'll just grow out of it. No. If you see something wrong with your child at a very young age, get them help. Don't ignore the problem because now you're the problem. What are you doing? Pay attention to your children. Truly love them. Truly love them.
It make me so angry. It make me so angry because to be the ones that just, not all parents, but it be so many that have them that do this type of thing. Then you have those that wish they could just have at least one, and
Just one.
those they don't even realize the gift they have to be able to have one, and you would take it for granted like that. That burns me up inside. It burns me up inside.
I mean, there's no handbook to being a parent or being a good parent or being a stellar parent. There's no handbook because people make mistakes every day, but you learn from them mistakes and you don't adopt those mistakes and keep making those same mistakes and keep having children upon children upon children. If you can't handle the one or two you got, don't keep having them. Give them to a loving family that can't have them. Do it the legal way. Don't just sell them for $25,000 and think that that's okay. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Demons are taught that way. It's right, Red Sunshine. Like a sunshine. Absolutely right. It's on you. Salute, salute.
But to be using these kids as punching bags and as sponges of your emotional distress is crazy work.
Crazy work.
And then to expect them to be good people is even crazier work. Because somewhere down the line, whatever made you to be the monster you are, you never got the help. So what makes you think your kid's going to get the help or your kid's going to be okay? You know what you're doing. Every person that's been through some type of abuse or some type of mental something and acknowledge that they have it, either one, they want to do what they can to correct it and not put that on their children, or two, they're seeking help to help themselves so they're not harming themselves or others. But as those that don't do nothing about it, you're just as guilty as the monster you're creating. So don't stop playing. And that's just how I feel about it. I mean, everybody got a difference in opinion, but for me, that's how I feel. Because if you don't take accountability to what you got going on, you can't blame nobody but self. Who else you gonna blame but yourself? You can't blame the school. You can't blame CPS. You can't blame the government. You can't blame nobody but yourself because that child started in your home. It started in your home, under your four walls, under your roof.
There's a lot of different excuses on a lot of different situations with different cases. But this one right here, this is all you. This is all you, mama.
Own it. It's the alcohol. No, you chose to drink the alcohol. The alcohol didn't say, hey, drink me today and then unalive your child. Alcohol didn't say that. Alcohol can't speak, lady.
Now tell me about it.
You chose to drink to excess. You chose to do that. And then you chose to lie about how things went down. You chose all that. You didn't black out. You absolutely did not. If you don't remember what happened, drink some more, and then maybe it'll trigger your memory. Because you went in and told somebody exactly what you just did. So how is that blacking out? That's a piss poor excuse that you think is going to get you out of trouble, but it's not. For once in your life, you're going to take accountability today. You're going to own it today. You're going to own it today because there ain't no other way around it. There ain't no other way around. It's not an accident. You're going to own it today. Today's the day you're going to seek your accountability. But unfortunately, that baby had to lose its last breath for you to take accountability of your issues. That's a damn shame.
Brad Jewel said that's why I support my grandkids in everything they do. If they find interest in basketball, I'm buying a basketball goal. If they change their mind next week, I'm supporting that too. That's right. It's love. That's
Mm-hmm.
love.
That's
That's
how I
what
am
just
with my niece
happened
and nephew.
naturally. Right? Yes, yes. My baby.
I don't have babies. My brother and sister do, but when it comes to them, whatever they want to get into, I'm with them. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Even when they old enough to be out in the streets and getting drunk and drinking. Hey, you get too drunk, call me. I don't care what time it is. I don't care what time it is. I'm gonna cuss you out more if you get arrested for drinking and driving than I would for you waking me up to come get you. I don't give a damn if you're all the way across the city. Call me. I'll take you and your friends home. I don't care. And I'll bring somebody with me, make sure you got your car back. But don't do nothing stupid. That's
All
the
right,
kind of
mother.
auntie I am.
Right.
That's the kind of older cousin I used to be too. When my little cousins were at that age where they out partying and doing stuff. Call me. Just call me. There ain't no reason to do all that craziness. And it's the same way. That's just love. That's unconditional love. That's how you love somebody. You just be there for them. Don't take your anger and your misconceptions and your misfortunes out on that person or on that baby, for instance, because babies are so defenseless. How dare you? All that baby
And
could
it's
do is look at you and say why and cry. If it could even say why, all it could do is cry and look at you with them painful eyes and say, what the hell? What are you doing? Why? Why me?
she felt like she slayed a demon. Her being intoxicated, she slayed a demon. In her eyes, there was a demon that she beat to death.
Well,
She hated that
where
baby.
she going?
Like
Where she
Capricorn.
going? She gonna know what if she where she going? They don't take kindly to stuff like that, so she gonna know what it feels like. She gonna know. She gonna know. She gonna learn.
Deborah, that burns me up. Think make me sick using alcohol and drug for excuse. That's right. No excuse. Give capital murder, death penalty, whatever, whatever. I mean, I don't know how the rules is in Alabama, why they do this debate or whatever, find out, but they should not take any pity on her. Being a female, none of that.
Not at all.
Because you took the life of another human, and that is not okay. That is not okay. Then a helpless human. Then you had a history of being abusive. You have a history of abusing alcohol and probably drugs too, y'all. Let that be clear. Probably drugs too. You have a history of doing that. You have a history of driving intoxicated
With your children in the car.
with your children in the car.
Because you just show irresponsibility all the way around. You're just irresponsible
Mhm.
as fuck. You shouldn't have kids. Did they say this baby was a twin? Where's the other baby?
They didn't even speak of the other baby.
Okay, well, we need to find
They
out
didn't even
where's
speak
the
of the
other
baby.
baby. If this baby's a twin, where's the other baby?
They didn't even speak of the other baby.
Mm,
Sure didn't. Sure
that's crazy
didn't.
work. That's crazy work because that other baby needs to either be with the father or in some type of care somewhere. I mean, what are we doing? Where was the baby? The other baby. That's a twin. Where's the other baby?
Maybe the father has it. So this just happened last week. So the updates may tell whether or not the child is in CPS custody or the father has custody of the child. When they present the updates, keep an eye on this story right here to see what's next. Because I hope she get a death penalty, y'all. No pity for this woman. No slap on the wrist at all. At
Mm-mm,
all.
mm-mm. Gigi, I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish your live up. I'm gonna drop down. Thank you for letting me up.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Dre. If y'all hadn't already subscribed, Dre, go down there and drop your link. Thank y'all. In the
All
CC's in the chat, tell somebody with a wrench to drop your link. We share the love. We spread the love. We support each other around here. Shout out to my riders and rock squad in the building.
Riders, Rock Squad, Riders, mount up. Let's go. All right, I'm out. Salute, salute.
All right. Somebody tell me whether or not you see that poll in the chat. Is that poll in the chat? Mind if you're still in here, drop your link. That poll must have come up. This one's showing up too. Also, the one that would show out still the same. And absolutely. I love my nieces and nephews like I birthed them. Anybody children. 'Cause it's just like it just warms my heart to be around them. Just smell a baby. Just smell a baby. Oh, it's a feeling. And you can actually that's what you call evil. Evil. Mm-hmm. Dog food. My dad didn't take the baby with him because this could be the first and only time she drank but violated abuse. Just asking. I mean, I'm gonna follow the story to see what the results end up being as far as her verdict and where the twin is. But that's all they gave us for now because it's a fresh story. But yeah, we're curious about where's the other baby. Where's the other baby? And why did you only do this to one? Mm-hmm. My granddaddy better not call me and tell me her mom's left and still up because she don't go to bed until it's like her kids go to bed because anything can happen. Yes, rare anything. You have to be attentive when you're a parent at all times. So you take time out to get a sitter, somebody responsible to care for your child, then you make her let your hair down a little bit. But it's a 24 hours, 24/7. The state of mind, yeah. It's not state, it's the state of mind. There's something wrong with. Something wrong with her state of mind, OG Jamel. Yeah. She local. She local. And she going down for it. Yes, she is. Right, Jackie. Yeah. If the George let her go, hey, they need to, honey. But you know, some privileges, some people get privileges, and we all know why. But that's one of their own. That's one of they want to give her a privilege for doing it to one of their own. I mean, it happens. It's sad, but that definitely do happens. It definitely do happens for sure. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the you'll have to go out and come back in because the poll is there. I got 75% right now. Go out of the live and come back in. The poll should drop down in the chat before I end the poll. Right now, uh, the question was should Jonah's mom get the death penalty? So far, 75% seem to think that the mom should go down. She get the death penalty for doing this to her baby. We got 25% saying no, having a little sympathy for her. So if you ain't hit up that poll, y'all go out and come back in and hit up that poll before I close it out. We already see it's almost unanimous already. She need to go down for this. She need to go down for this. There's no excuse. No excuse for it. Okay, it's still here. Great, great. I know it's on. I can see it on my end. The poll is pinned on the top. Back then it was 69-31. Yeah, it's 75-25 now. Children do not ask to come here. They don't. Who's going to protect the children? All this stuff that's starting to come about with so many different cases, so many situations with children's being missing, raped, unalived. When do this stop? That's why we have to keep raising awareness. We have to keep raising awareness. Desire. All these children that should have been protected. The ones don't have a voice. We have to be their voice for them. At the rate that all this happening all around us and the way it's being exposed, what is the future going to be? There's not going to be a future. If our future getting cut down before they get to be teenagers and adults, who going to replenish the earth? Oh, we know you're a hard head, but you know how to behave. I want to hear from the ones who feel like she didn't deserve the death penalty. Not for conversation and understanding, but why do you feel that way? Okay. So whoever, if you're still in the chat, on that poll, you click no, that you don't think that she deserved the death penalty. Either please comment in the chat or come up on this panel. Don't be shy. You ain't got to cam up. Let's talk about it. I mean, you got the right to feel how you want to feel, but let's hear your opinion on it. Each one teaching around here. We all are human. We all have opinions on things. So I'm not mad that you got your opinion, but I definitely got mine too. So I just told you why I have my opinion. Just tell it. Drop it down in the chat or either come on up here. Get on up here before I close out and tell us why you said no. So apparently you feel like it was an accident. Look, bro, I'll be cooking dinner in a little bit. Sunday meal, y'all got them pots on the stove, getting ready for that Sunday meal. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little something for us in a little bit. My nephew's going away to college, and guess who's taking him? His parents are going to. But I mean, that's right. That's love. Capricorn, that's love. I guess those who never did really experience love don't know how to give it. Salute, Valerie. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, they don't. If they never had it, they don't know how to give it. And if we dig down to her background, she probably had an abusive life herself. But clearly, I do feel like this situation with Jonah is because of the hate that she had for Jonah's father. She hated the daddy. Adjusted. My riders in the building. Rock squad in the building. This is crazy work. So I was that 25% by mistake? I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Yes, let us get your perspective. If you don't want to come up and give it, um, please put in the chat. You said for religious reasons. Okay, so you don't believe in death due to religious reasons. Do I got that right, T lady? You don't believe in unaliving a person whenever they do something because of religion, or am I answering it wrong? Is that to another question situation? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, curious. I'm curious too. Yeah, that was religion is a good reason, yeah. Some people don't won't have different type of surgeries because of religions and stuff too. So are you that one? You're that one that hit no. We'll have complete understanding then if that was the case. One thing for sure, if she goes to prison, she's gonna get hers. There's no sympathy for crimes against children or elderly. That's right. That's right. She definitely gonna get hers. She probably won't even make it to to um a death penalty. She probably won't even make it. After they get finished with her inside, they're gonna have her isolation, solitary confinement. She can't plead insanity because she clearly said what happened. So that's why I don't know how she could call herself blacking out when she clearly told the nephew what she did. No excuse. To abuse alcohol or hate to for father. Alcoholism is a disease. It is a disease. And when you become a parent, you have to have responsibility. If you know that this is a disease and you have an issue with it, seek help. Seek help because you got responsibilities. I can't take care of my responsibility because I got a problem I got to fix within myself. And if I can't fix that problem within myself, I don't feel safe parenting because I got a problem. I need some help. So until I get that help, I don't I shouldn't feel comfortable raising a child, a infant, especially with having a history like hers of doing crazy stuff when I'm intoxicated, driving while intoxicated, and all kind of stuff like that. The signs was there all along. The signs was there. It wasn't just no sudden thing. The signs been there. There's no excuse. So we're gonna look at that 25% and go with it as being because of religious purpose. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. For religious purposes, not the death penalty. Okay. Thou shalt not kill. Okay. I got you, T lady. I got you. I got you. Respect. Respect. Well, how about life? Yeah. Life in prison without a chance of parole, if not the death penalty. See you later. So, in a religious reason, supports the unaliving of a baby, not getting the death penalty for the one who done it, or is it just not believing in the death penalty? I'm thinking, like, say, I can't give a full answer. See, I can't give a full answer. Miss the whole story. Oh, okay. All right. So you got to go back and do the playback then, honey. Yeah, yeah. And she's in Alabama. It's not. It's not debatable. It's not debatable. But we all know she was. If she get life from prison, she still had a death penalty because it'll happen in there. Hmm. Karma is real. Karma is real. And I do believe she's gonna get what she deserves, one way or the earth or the other. She's gonna get what she deserves. I'm closing the poll out with 76% saying that she should get the death penalty. And it's understandable, while the other percentage said not because of religious reasons. Some people don't believe in unaliving someone. Yeah, I don't believe in unaliving a person too, but don't you think, excuse me, that a lot of crime would cease if it's eye for eye? If you take somebody's life, it's your turn to go. Don't you think our crime rate will really decline if that was mandated? That if you can't prove self defense, if you kill somebody, that's death penalty for you. Would it? Would it stop all this craziness that's going on in this world? Boom. There we go, right there. That's right. Will that stop? Will that stop all this craziness, Capricorn? All these people's lives that been taken is if before you choose to take matters in your own hand, you already know that if you do this, you might well go ahead and do it to yourself because it's going to happen. If that became mandated, would things change in this world? Yep, yep. I understand. I just seen the same. So I'm not curious. That's all. Yep, I was curious too. Yep, but definitely understand why. But if it was not self-defense, okay, eye for an eye will stop a lot of this. I think that's my opinion. You take a life, you lose your life. That's going to change the game. That will change the game. That will change the game. No word, no trial. Once they find out that you're guilty of the crime, if it's not proven that it was self-defense, automatically you out of here. So when you go ahead and take that matter in your hand, you might well just go ahead and do it yourself because you know it's coming. That'll slow it down. I think that'll slow it down a whole lot. Hmm. I think that'll slow it down a whole lot. It may some people don't value their own life, so it wouldn't matter to them. Right, right, Drea. Right. Make it interesting. All states don't have. Right, right. Every state have their own laws. That's true. Some states do. Some states don't. Yep. Yep. Exactly right. Exactly right. But I believe myself, like I said, everybody got an opinion. I believe if you take someone else up, what's up, woman band? Drop your link. If you take someone else's life, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap. If it can't be proven that it was self defense, you're out of here. You're out of here. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna have to do the playback. You late. Shut me out though. I gotta get back in the algorithm. But yeah, y'all. An eye for an eye. Will that stop all this viciousness, all this unaliving other people if it's not self defense? Will that change the game? Because there's too much of it happening. Too much of it happening. And I do believe if that become mandatory, that's the one thing that will change the game. That will make people think twice before they do something stupid like that. Unless, like Trey said earlier, the state's going to value life. So, well, that'll save the trial, save you have to worry about going to trial and everything else. If you're going to go ahead and do somebody, you go ahead and do yourself. And then, sad, but it's true, but you out of the way too. You out of the way too. But yeah, that become mandatory. Yeah, I think it'll slow a lot of the traffic of that unaliving peoples. Hmm. And thought of being self defense. That's just my opinion of it. Everybody got one like an asshole. Exactly. So all those coming up in here, I just closed the poll out. We got 76% that feel like she should get that death penalty, and for religious purposes, some feel like maybe she just get life in prison. And, the girl's gonna get up in there, so yeah, she's still gonna go down behind it. But I know this need to stop. This need to stop, and something need to be put in place so it can stop. Look like I was like, look at you, one man. And yeah, she's a talker. She definitely talks. She definitely talks, one man. Drop your YouTube link to one man. In of CC's in here. Drop your link. I'll have a moderator drop your link before we end this live. I'm about to go get my Sunday pots rolling. Get ready for my done and my wind down to get ready for my work week. But I'm not going to delay all no longer. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm now. I've been slack for about 2 weeks. Trying to get back in the algorithm. So and it ain't gonna take this long again for me to come back. There's a lot going on we need to talk about. It's a lot going on. And Drea's going live at 4, y'all. So make sure all y'all who are not subscribed to Drea, please subscribe to Drea. I think her link is still in the chat. If not, Drea, drop your link again. Yeah, I know you're serious, my man. I know you're serious. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Yep. Deborah got Drill link at the bottom. If you ain't subscribed to Drill, she's trying to build her channel so we can get this thing popping. She'll be going live at 4 o'clock, so y'all stay tuned. Put your notification bell on once you subscribe to her. And she's going to drop y'all some knowledge around 4. And your girl, you know, this God is going to always be back so we can chit chat, and that is indeed a fact. Okay? But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I probably will run into y'all in the YouTube streets. You know, I'll be over at Drell's in the YouTube streets for sure. But I got to go get these pots going. I'm getting my dinner on the stove. Get ready for my work week. Keep your notification bell on. My people, until next time, salute.
Next up, Chicago.
It's such a long train ride. Such a long, lonely ride back home.
Now I know only I can stop the rain. Now I know only I can stop the rain. It's not that we gotta do what we do, it's what we know. So to me it ain't nothing but being true. But now I know only I can stop the rain. It doesn't have to be the way it is. You say it is just because for the past 20 years every day it is. Now I know only I can stop the rain. I wanna be able to walk out my front door without worrying about coming in conflict with the law. Cause now I know only I can stop the rain. If I follow him, they'll follow me, and I'll speak life into the word that you can see. Cause now I know only I can stop the rain. We get away with everyday shit, but everyday shit catches up to you. When it does, you can't say shit. Now I know only I can stop the rain. If I don't, you will. When I won't, you still. What makes us feel like we got to kill? When now I know only I can stop the rain. How many more lives must we lose? How many more times must we choose to trust these fools? Now I know only I can stop the rain. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I gave it to you straight, don't mix it. Twist it up on some slick shit. Now I know only I can stop the rain. I don't have to talk to it anymore. I don't have to walk to it anymore. I'm out the door. Now I know only I can stop the rain. I wanna find peace with the Lord. I don't wanna find a peace with the sword. I can't afford to. Now I know only I can stop the rain. When every day of my life is a constant fight between wrong and right. Now I know only I can stop the rain. I thank you, Lord, for my life. Thank you, Lord, for keeping it loose when things got tight. Now I know only I can stop the rain. Only I can stop the rain. Only I can stop the pain. Yeah. Now I know only I can stop the rain. Only I can stop the rain. Stop the rain. Yeah. Only I can stop the rain.
Only I can stop the rain because the rain falls on me.
Now I know only I